They are calling it the greatest aura loss in the history of the internet. They are saying that her grandchildren will still be paying off the aura debt from just how much aura was lost during this debacle. If I were to tell you that a musician fell off the face of the earth in terms of their respect on the internet, surely you're thinking Drake. I mean, you start a beef with somebody by saying that your music is as big as the Super Bowl, only to have that person call you a pedo in a diss track that he is performing at the Super Bowl in front of so many people that it's almost half of a Mr. Beast video? My assumption would be that would be the greatest aura loss ever. But evidently no, this chick managed to top even Drake's aura loss.
I've seen so many comments about this, but I've never seen the actual videos. But the fucking men commenting, artists who can sing vs who can't. Like, just tell me you don't get no girls. Just tell me, like, your mother didn't love you. Just, like, you might as well just say it.
This is a musician who goes by the name Bo 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 Bo. No, sorry, that's an anime. She goes by Yabba-Dabba-Doo. No, sorry, that's the Flintstones. She goes by Scooby-Dooby. How do you say this chick's name? What is it? Beabadoobee? 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 Is she related to BB Nos? Beabadoobee, or Beabadoobee, I feel like she's doing that on purpose, is a musician. She makes music, and she is referring to what we can only assume is a trend going on the internet where people are comparing artists who can sing versus artists who cannot sing. And apparently, people are saying that she cannot sing, which has rubbed her the wrong way. However, one thing to note about this, A, she's British, so you can already tell the aura is going down from there. B, instead of saying versus, she says VS, which I just feel like, A, is just wrong, right? You know it stands for versus. But B, it's also like, what are you trying to prove by saying the letter? Like, nobody says ATM. We all say automatic teller machine. Like, get with the times.
Artists who can sing vs who can't. Like, just tell me you don't get no girls.
And C, the only point that's real and not me just making jokes is this is not the first time that she has addressed her audience directly about some criticism when it comes to her fans.
To talk about concert etiquette, because I feel like, and don't take this in any offense, but I feel like this generation of kids don't seem to understand concert etiquette, or maybe it's just Americans.
Now, granted, I don't know the entire context behind what exactly happened at this concert of hers to lead her to go onto an Instagram Live or a TikTok Live and then talk about the fact that she feels like some people don't have concert etiquette, specifically pointing to Americans, showing that maybe she gets more love overseas than she does here in the States, which explains why I have no idea who this is. That being said, this also isn't even the only instance in which she has gone live in order to complain about the fans at her concert in one way or another. Arguably, it's not even the first time she's complained about a meme occurring with the fans making memes about her.
That was really frustrating. That everybody kept shouting Fiend. I think the Fiend meme is hilarious, but when it's before a song like Girl Song, it's just inappropriate.
So in this clip that occurred way before the current drama we're talking about, she's going live to talk about her discomfort with the fans in her audience shouting Fiend as like a joke because, you know, they're at a concert for Yabba-Dabba-Doo here, but they're chanting the song made by Travis Scott. But it's a joke, obviously. It's music fans doing what music fans do. Perhaps this is the concert etiquette she's talking about, but she says that while she thinks it's funny, newsflash, she doesn't at all. As she goes on to explain, she says it feels rather disrespectful for them to be chanting that before she performs what I imagine is probably an emotional or important song to her, but it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. You know, when you're rich and famous or trying to make it as a musician, there really is sort of a sense of like, you have to accept your audience for who they are. And if that's what they're into, I mean, you got to match that energy lest you lose aura. This feels like that. You guys know that clip of like Lorde singing a cappella and her fans start to sing with her, but then she tells everybody to shut up, like shushes them while continuing to sing a cappella. It's just kind of cringe.
I am my mother's child, I love you till my breathing stops. It's the rider in the dark. I bet you would say you kissed the rider in
musicians have an ego. I feel like Chappell Roan has sort of been the front man for showing disrespect as a musician and letting your music speak for itself, and as a result, you can be as much of an asshole as you want to on camera. However, that's not even really what's going on here. I feel like the one thing that I understand really well, the one stupid little superpower I am blessed with, is my ability to understand internet and meme culture a little bit more than the average person who maybe only hops onto the internet to go live on TikToks. When you're in a situation where the internet has decided to adopt you into a meme, especially one like this, you have to accept it with open arms. You don't get to choose what kind of memes you're a part of unless you are a meme content creator. You don't get to guide that ship. And the reality is that this situation, this meme that they put together about artists who can't sing versus artists who can, using Scooby-Dooby-Doo here as their example for the artist who can't sing, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's not even real. They're picking you ironically. You're the artist who can't sing in this meme because clearly they feel like you can sing. That juxtaposition is what makes it funny. And for you to misinterpret that as disrespect and then to crash out over it is just, it's a fate worse than death. It is cringe.
Does it hurt me? Not really, if I'm being completely honest. I know men are mad at me because I probably get more girls than them, and I'm not even gay. I'm not even gay. I don't even know what I am. Maybe I'm bi, who knows. But in all seriousness, who gives a fuck? Okay, artists you can sing, VS you can't. I still got more money than you, and you're still a man. So, also the block button exists. Like, I will literally just block.
Oh, you made a meme about me? You made a meme about me that's disrespectful as a musician? Well, guess what? You're a man. You get no bitches. I get more bitches than you, and I'm not even gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, by the way. I feel like I'm queer baiting a little bit. Let me backtrack a little bit by saying that I might be bi. I'm not sure. Okay, covered that one perfectly. Let's move on. I have more money than you, and I'll just block you. So this doesn't bother me at all. It totally doesn't bother me. Is everybody believing me? This is an insane crash out to have over a meme. By the way, what is this meme? What meme is causing this musician to crash out so incredibly cringe? What could the meme possibly have been? Let me see it.
Artists who can't sing versus artists who can sing.
Can't remember how to say your name, let alone count all the freckles on your face.
That's the meme? That's the meme that has you crashing out all over the internet? They take... First of all, I haven't even seen this. So what are these memes getting? Like 10,000 likes on TikTok? That's what's ruining your week? Is this meme of you singing beautifully, by the way, with text saying that you can't sing, only to set up the juxtaposition of NBA YoungBoy with edited laser eyes and opera music? This is what's messing you up.
Artists who can play guitar versus artists who can't strum to save their fucking lives.
Okay, so you fumbled the bag, okay? You misinterpreted a meme that you claim yourself you haven't even seen, but just assumed at face value was just being critical of your ability to sing and make music, and instead of taking this as an opportunity to turn it into promotional material, hey, I'm a musician, I've also gone viral with this meme that you might have seen on TikTok, people do think I can sing. No, we didn't learn anything from the pirate software situation, did we? When you're wrong, the important thing is to double down. People think you're cringe? Be even more cringe. Misrepresent what people are saying. Completely rewrite the history of what's going on, and that way the internet will totally leave you alone. What we shouldn't do is make a further 5-minute rant doubling down that it was okay for you to be weird, cringe, and misinterpret what your fans were trying to give you flowers for in another live.
I'm gonna try to explain this as clearly as possible in the maturest way possible, in hopes that you guys understand, even though you probably won't. And in B nature, in the same way I did that meme TikTok where I'm like, and I stalked your profiles, you're fucking ugly. I did that because it frustrated me. But the one thing that I failed to kind of put across in that video, despite me saying that I didn't really care about those videos, it was the comments and it was the constant spamming. When you get incels rushing to your comment section and you get a flood of comments of the same thing, and I guess my initial reaction is just to take the piss. I'm just like, I get more girls than you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Oh, I get what you mean. You know, when you respond to something that has the internet up in arms about your attitude, about how cringe you are, how entitled you seem to be, with feeling like you can direct how your audience shows and expresses their appreciation for your art and your notoriety online, the number one thing you should do is be snarky. The number one thing you should do is be snarky. The number two thing you should do is absolutely act like it doesn't bother you at all. Like, yeah, I said you're incels. I said that I get more girls than you. Like, yeah, I was just taking the piss. It was a meme TikTok. I told you I didn't take it seriously. Why is nobody believing me? Scrappy Doo here is doing what she does best and trying to redirect the ship and where it's heading, and not pointing to the fact that she completely misunderstood a meme and decided to lash out at her audience, of which I have to imagine are kind of like her biggest fans. I mean, if you're gonna make a meme TikTok about NBA YoungBoy with laser eyes and you need an example of somebody who can't sing, but really it's somebody who you can sing, you know, that juxtaposition, and you choose to use Scrappy Dooby Doo here, clearly you know who she is, you enjoy her music, she's somebody you recognize as someone who can sing. And for Beabadoobee here to decide to take those people, specifically the people who are making those jokes, have seen those jokes and are commenting, you can't sing, sort of tongue-in-cheek under her comments, like it's bringing awareness. It's her true super fans that are in touch enough to even know what that meme is and to watch her lives. And then just to point to all of them and call them incels and broke, and then go on to talk about how the hypersexualization and the criticism that you've received as a small artist, as a female artist, over the years feels like it's just being exacerbated by the situation. Again, you're talking to some of your biggest fans in this situation. This entire thing just reads wrong.
Who are you?
I am Beabadoobee.
BB's in the chain looking wet.
There is a world where this artist does not need to suffer this fate. Umaiwa Mushindairu here could have seen these memes, taken 10 seconds to look into exactly what's going on, and then played into it. She could have made her own edits of herself being unable to sing. She could have done an a cappella cover of an NBA YoungBoy song. She could have come out to one of her concerts to Fiend, just chanting it with her audience, gotten it all out, played into the goofiness, and then the internet would have embraced her with open arms. Instead, she turns this into this misogynistic, incel-driven thing that she claims is a culmination of all the harassment that she's gotten over the years, which it isn't. Rather, it's truly just been a response to her response to it. It's her own actions that have turned this into such a messy, messy thing. You think Shen Comics wants to be the guy known as the bike cuck meme? You think that's his #1 meme of choice? You think I want to be the dude who only gets the meme of, hey, you kind of look like this other Indian YouTuber? It wouldn't exactly be my first choice, but the reality is that if people care enough to make a sort of jab at your side sort of meme, a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek making fun of you a little bit, whether it means they care or do not care, the reality is that it comes from a place of endearment. And when it comes to something as big as the internet, to even be noticed is incredible. Like, what would be worse, them genuinely meaning that she can't sing, or them ironically meaning that she can't sing? The reality is the worst that could happen is that they don't say anything at all. Nobody even knows who you are. And the fact that you've broken through that barrier already puts you at the top 1% of who the internet even is aware of, let alone cares about. And for you to turn that very clear little piece of meme culture that isn't even that big of a deal into this entire debacle, it's like, Oh, it's so sad to see. I wish I could be your publisher, Beabadoobee. I really do. I said publisher, I meant publicist. I don't know how to write a book. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. A big shout out to my patron scrolling in the back. Remember to subscribe if you watched this video and want to see more of me in your inbox, and I will catch you guys at my next concert. Fiend!